G'day, Matt.
Hey,
How are we?
good day, mate. I'm good. How are you? You all right?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. You must be kind of excited. It is finally release time. How you feeling? Is it good to finally get it out there in the world and you don't have to hide the Dropbox file from everyone now?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we've been sitting on it for like since I don't know, since last November, December. So yeah, it's fine to yeah, it's good to finally get it out there. Yeah.
I bet. And the album's fantastic as well. I had the chance to listen to it
Thank you.
because being down under, we kind of get a bit more for everyone else. So we kind of treat it,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's good. It's good. And speaking of down
Thank you,
under,
mate.
what was a nice little surprise was you had the Make Them Suffer crew on one of the tracks. How'd that come together?
Yeah, it was sick, dude. Basically, we were just in the studio, and Benji wrote that verse with the idea that we were going to get someone to
Yeah.
feature on it. Like we wanted a screamer. So we was in the studio, we had a short list, and then we was actually listening to this. It was like having lunch or something, and we were listening to this playlist on Spotify, and a Make Them Suffer song came on. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really shit with names,
It was
but
probably Doom Switch, knowing Make Them Suffer on playlist. Probably Doom Switch or
uh,
Ghost of Me.
probably if they, I think it might have been Ghost of Me, but
Yeah.
yeah, we just all looked at each other and we was like, we should definitely just ask these dudes because we'd met them a few times in like at festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't really know them, but we thought we'd shoot our shot and they were interested. We sent the song over and they just sent like one version back. The first version they sent back is like what you hear on the album. So like yeah, they fucking nailed it straight, first time. So yeah, not a very special story, but yeah, that's how it came about.
I like the whole idea that it's just the one take because, for like we like to say down under, we're not here to fuck spiders. I have no idea where that came from, but basically it means, yeah, we're not here to mess around. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
Aussie at the end of the day. But what gets you excited about getting out on the roads? Because you're coming down here in just a couple of months now. I can't believe it's nearly 2026. That's blowing my
I know,
mind.
right?
That's scary. But yeah, like you're going to hit the road. Some of the first audiences to hear this album live will be down under as well. Have you got the set list all kind of worked out yet, or are you still kind of tweaking things around?
We have the set list. We have the set list ready, but like we've not really like practiced it properly
Mm.
yet. Like for like the in between songs and where the speech is going to be and that type of thing. We've not really got that down yet, but we know what songs we're going to be doing, and we've been practicing them hard. So we've got the UK EU tour
Yeah.
later this month. That's where because we're gonna do like a few practices a few days before and get like the middle parts down and stuff, and then yeah, and then we're gonna bring that same set to Australia at the start of next year. I'm super stoked, man.
Hell yeah. And we love that you come down here regularly enough. So something must be going right down here. What's your experience like being down under? Because I've been over to your neck of the woods and it's definitely a different weather. Let's just say that. But is the is the audience a little bit different for you guys when you come down here? Is there a different energy?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. I said a while ago when we first went to Australia because we did first time we went we did our own headline tour and we like sold out most of the shows and it was insane. And our first show was in Perth, and I can remember saying it was like one of the most amazing like experiences I've ever had doing a show because it was like normally with shows crowds are like normally up and down because that's
Yeah.
normally how like you want the show to be. That's the reason why you make the set list as it is like like fast paced songs at the start and then slow it down and build it back up, that type of thing. But even in the slow songs, you guys were going fucking crazy. Like there was loads of parts in the set like I couldn't even hear like what was going on in my in ears, so I was like losing like my key and everything. Um, but no, yeah, it's sick. There's a lot of parallels between the UK and Australia, like in many different ways, especially like your guys' humor and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really sick, dude. Like Australia's like one of my favorite places to go in the world. So yeah, we're super stoked to come back. And I think some of the venues are going to be a bit bigger this time. So yeah, it should be a good time, dude.
No, it is going to be a good time, and you got that kind of like the show on the beach on Valentine's Day as well
Yeah,
with Polaris and everything as well. That is awesome. I'm looking at that going, oh, maybe I need to make a trip down to Melbourne from Sydney because that just looks like
you
too good to be
should.
true. Yeah, on a Valentine's Day as well. Like that's a good reason. I was like, oh, I'm taking you to St Kilda's Beach Club, darling. Like it's going to be great.
Yeah, you should. It'll be the first time we've played with Polaris and Headwreck and all those other awesome bands, but I've also never seen a lot of these bands live that are going to be playing there also. So I'm super stoked to play it. It's going to be fucking sick, but I'm also like super excited to see these bands play also.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a bit easier on a. Is it easier on a festival show, or is it easier when you're out on a headline tour because you kind of pick and choose your nights when you're going to get to the venue and watch them?
I think it depends. Like if you're like if you're a band that's on the later spots, I'd say it's harder to see the bands before because you're already like you're having to get ready and the set's longer, so you're having to warm up for longer and stuff like that. But if you're like the first band on or the second to first, then it's easier to get your set. Well, for me anyway, it's easier to get the set out of the way, and I can go do my thing for 20 minutes and then rush back and see the band. So we're like one of. I actually can't remember where we are on the bill for the Life's a Beach. But anyway, I hope that we can. Well, I hope that I can see as many bands as possible because I'm a big fan of being able to watch bands live, whether we're headlining or not headlining. It makes no difference to me.
No, that's it. That's it. No, that's a good thing. But we'll get back to it because, like we said, it's album release day as well. How are you feeling like now that it's out as well and some certain songs have come out? Have you enjoyed the reception you've got online? I know some of the world haven't even heard it kind of completely yet because it's only been out for a few hours. But so far,
Yeah.
what's the buzz been like for you? Are you pumped? Are you like, do you get up and look at the reviews like, oh, what are people looking at? Like, are you one of those guys? Or are you kind of like, oh, I'm going to avoid it and just hear it word of ear?
To be fair, like I'm not a fan of reading reviews. I don't know why. Also, I kind of don't. I'm not very good at like. I don't have the concentration to sit down and read something that's really long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I love watching like reactions on YouTube. Like I do love doing that. But yeah, it's been sick, dude. I woke up. And my like fiance was next to me, like, get up, get up, get up. It's release day, get up. And I was like, just let me stay in bed for 10 more minutes, like just 10 more minutes. But no, yeah, it's been sick, dude. I've been like reading all the comments and stuff on our pages, and it seems to be going well so far.
Yeah, I love your reaction to it too. You kind of feel like my dad on Christmas. The kids go, "Come on up, it's Christmas." You're like, 10 more minutes, I'll get up and we'll do whatever. Yeah,
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
but it's a big thing. Getting these albums out there, and it has been. I've seen the comments online, and people share with me all the time. Oh, here's a new song. Here's it in. I see you guys popping up in more playlists and everything as well. So it's that ball is getting bigger and rolling. So what's the future look like for you now? I know the album's out, and that's a big thing. But what do you do once the album's out? Because it's all kind of leads up to this point. Like, how do you keep that momentum going to just keep that trajectory?
Yeah. So I think I'd see it as two aspects. Now we're gonna slowly but surely start thinking about album 3. Like now album 3, album 4. Sorry. Now album 3 is out. It's time to start thinking about getting into more demo writing for album 4. But to keep it going, dude, we just want to play as many shows as we possibly can to as many different audiences as we can. Do you know what I mean? Like we're doing the UK, the EU, we're coming to Australia. We're gonna want to get to come and play America again, and we just want to play as many shows as we possibly can, dude. Do you know what I mean? That's it's the most fun thing I like doing, being in a band, playing shows. So I hope our label and stuff want to keep me happy and get us on as many shows as possible, dude. And we're looking at trying to get on some festivals for next year too. So yeah, we just want to keep busy, bro. Do you know what I mean? We don't want anything to stall. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the worst thing is when you've got the momentum. The worst thing you can do is kind of pull away from that. So yeah, wise at the end of the day. Now that you are album number 3, when you said 2, I was like, did I make up an album in my head? Like, was that just a very long EP? No. I was like, no, 3. Yeah, you've got 3 albums. Has the writing style changed for you, like from album number 1? Because a lot of people say you've had your a whole life to write album number 1 for a band, and then everything else is like, growth and learning in between. Has it changed, or is it still kind of that same deal, being so fresh?
I think every album has been like a different experience for like writing it. Because with album 1, it was like through COVID, so we was like doing it intermittently, and we was in a fucking shed in a back garden doing that album. And then album 2, we was in like an actual studio, but we were spending a lot of time like away from home. Like I spent like 6 weeks like on my own in a hotel. Do you know what I mean? So it was a bit depressing, as to
Yeah.
say. But this time we got to do it in LA with Zach and KJ. So it was a super sick experience. But I think our writing style, I wanted to go back to the way we wrote Lost Souls, which is like everyone kind of stays in their own lane, as to say. We all know what our strengths are and what our weaknesses are as musicians now. And with Reflections, it was more of a collaborative attempt of writing an album, and I think I struggled with that a little bit.
Yeah.
Just as like, because a lot of the stories in that album weren't my stories, so I was disappointed in myself with like expressing the emotion that I wanted to portray in those songs, and I don't think I
Yeah.
lived up to my own expectation. So I wanted to go back to writing how he wrote Lost Souls, and that's why I think that this is like the best album that we've released so far, in my opinion, anyway.
No, I'd agree with that, and it's good. You got to do that. Album number 3, I feel like needs to be that band's, because the first one, like I said, you had your whole life to do this one. The second
Yeah.
one, it's a learning experience to doing the first one, and then the third one, that's kind of like the lightning in a bottle,
Yeah.
almost. And you've done that, and it's
Thank you.
absolutely fantastic. I've enjoyed it. The wife really enjoys it too. I think it's not going to be very hard to convince her to come down to Melbourne. I'm not going to lie at all at the end of the day.
Good.
Yeah. But we'll leave you with a fun one today, and I've been asking a few people this. So I'm curious to what you'd say. Gun to your head, you have to cover an Aussie band's song when you play in Australia. What would you be doing?
I have to cover an Australian band.
Yeah, any
like
band?
A song.
Any band. Any band.
Ooh.
See, this is just me putting your knowledge of Aussie bands on there. That's it.
I would go with Polaris, and I would go with is it my brain's not good. Is it Lucid?
Yes, it is. Yes.
The song
Yeah.
Lucid.
Yeah.
That song, dude, lived rent free in my fucking head for like 2-3 years, bro. Like it really did. Like absolutely insane song. So yeah, I think I'd pick that song.
Not a bad choice at all. Yeah, like Polaris, I think Nightmare sticks in the back of my head whenever the voices go away. I could just hear the. So yeah, no, I get what you mean, brother. It's been amazing. We can't wait to have you down here. I'll probably end up seeing you guys in Melbourne. I've talked about it enough. It's out there in the ether, so I'll force my way down there. But bro, anything you want to say to the fans before I let you go?
No, just thank you to everyone who's already listened to the album. Make sure you comment on what your favorite song is and stuff like that. And we're super stoked to come back to Australia. We fucking can't wait, dude. And we will see you soon.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well said, Matt. Well, enjoy your all the comments flooding in this weekend over release, and we'll see you shortly. Cheers, brother.
Thank you very much, dude. Peace out.
Bye.
Thank you, man. Bye-bye.